rather exile the reinforcements still. It's a pretty good anthem effect. And maybe they'll exile their own jet. Everyone, hold for applause. Hold for applause. Oh, he did it! Oh, that deserves one of those. Nice. Serves you right for rushing ahead, buddy. Hi everyone, welcome to Bandit Magic. This is my first draft of the set. I'm very excited. I have a draft token here, so we're gonna go ahead and crack it. Welcome to the channel. Really excited to be hanging out with you guys. Santa Claus is excited as well. Happy holidays, but more importantly, happy Avatar release week. Let's ready up. I've only done a pre-release live, obviously because it's a pre-release, a sealed live event at my local game store. And that video is actually on the channel. I recorded the footage, check it out how we did. We cracked the packs open, we cracked the box open live. And you can go check out how we did on the channel. Alright, here we got the 5 mana saga, the Airbender saga, Avatar Yangchen. I'm actually not familiar with this card. Let's see what it does. Start of view, each player chooses up to 1 permanent with mana value 3 or greater from among permanents your opponent controls. Exile those permanents. Okay, cool. You may have target opponent draw 3 cards. If you do draw 3 cards, exile it, return it, 4/5 flyer. Whenever you cast your second spell, airbend another permanent. I mean, it's a mythic rare, right? We're going to hover the mythic rare for sure. I also know Toph is good. I've played against Toph at the pre-release, and Toph was very good. Tools of War is also pretty good in a sack deck. So we'll see what wheels to us here. Trying to see if there's any good cards that we want to wield here. Iroh's Demonstration. Choose one. Deal 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls, or deal 4 damage to the target creature. That's not bad either. We'll see what wheels here. Aang's Journey would not be bad on the wheel. Kyoshi's Village would not be bad on the wheel as well. So we'll keep a close eye on that. But we'll take our mythic rare here. And we get past a white card, so, you know, maybe white is where we want to be. A white uncommon, though. Fancy Footwork. Untap 2 target creatures. They get +2/+2. It's not my favorite. I don't really want to be paying 3 mana for that. I do really like Lo and Lee. Might be the wrong time to take Lo and Lee considering we don't have any nobles yet. But if you do find nobles, it's a pretty good card. Too early to take, though. We could take Fancy Footwork just to cut off white, which I wouldn't be opposed to if we keep cutting off white, because Yip Yip being the only white card maybe does signal to our person on our left that white is not open, which will be better for us later in the game. And we got a long line waiting for us, so I don't love Fancy Footwork, but I do like the idea of cutting off white, and we get past another white card in the ugly art. This is Teferi's Protection. I didn't even know this was in the set. I mean, this is not the set, obviously. This is the this is only in limited. This is not in standard. I mean, I would imagine Teferi's Protection is good in limited. I don't know. Not every good commander card is good in limited, but I would imagine something like Teferi's Protection could win us the game. Not much I can stop that. I also see a White Lotus Reinforcements, which is pretty cool. I like seeing that this late. We might have a Rebaru troop this late is pretty good too. White allies might be open, it seems like. I have not seen Lion Turtle yet, but I do see people passing it a lot. Is it not good? ETB, gain 3 life. Can't attack or block unless you have 3 or more lessons. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. A Lightning Strike this late is pretty crazy as well. Wow! And a 4th pick Momo. Is this a quick draft? This is a premier draft, isn't it? It feels like I'm playing with bots, man. We really found our colors here. And a lot of green cards. Alright, it looks like we might have a really serious... I mean, is Toph better than Momo, right? I don't know. I do like a 1/1 flyer, man. That we can airbend for value. A Toph this late, though, is also very encouraging. But, I mean, I would rather signal to my opponent that there is no white. So that we can keep getting past the white. Oh, my goodness. Dude, okay. So, I haven't seen a lot of good talk about Southern Air Temple. I think it's very good. Maybe because I got destroyed by it on my pre-release. But I mean, if you go wide, this thing is just. You don't even need another shrine. You don't need to play shrines for Southern Air Temple to be good. I just think it's 4 mana. Put a. Oh my gosh, and another Momo. This is insane. This is insane for a first deck. And I think monocolored decks in this limited environment are actually very good. I think you can play a monocolored deck of any kind. I played mono blue on my pure release and it went well. So you know if you can build mono blue, you can build any of the colors by themselves. But I do like Destined Confrontation. I mean, it's not the best in terms of like a pseudo board wipe. But with our small deck, right, like we can keep 4 1/1s. No! Oh, I thought we almost misclicked there. Great, and then we'll take Asaka's practically a mono white card here. And he'll swing really well with Momo in the air. With 2 Momos in the air, Sokka will swing very well here. So we'll just keep taking white cards as long as they're passing it to us. And we do get Glider Kids on the wheel. But I don't think we need to take Glider Kids. I think I'd rather take the land here. Especially because, I mean, clearly no one is playing white. We've gotten past every white card so far. So I think we can... I mean, our deck, I don't think we even have any commons yet. We are playing nothing but uncommons here and rares. So we'll definitely take the land there. And another white land, I don't mind here. We don't need a white combat trick. No, thank you. I think we'll just take another white land. And another white land. Although Rabaru Troop is a good one to wheel here. I don't mind some plane cycling. And I don't know if we need a third white land. But the lands are harder to come than the lands will make the cut. We might get more Rabaru Troops. I think we'll take a Beetle-Headed Merchants there. And we'll take a Watery Grasp here. And we'll take our nice planes here. Alright, so Sozin's Comment, huh? Each creature control gains Firebending 5 until end of turn. Foretell for 2. Wow, I did not know Foretell was... the flavor in this set is so good. Obviously, Foretell is not a mechanic in this set, but... Foretell specifically being on this card is very good flavor. I like that a lot. Katara is nice too. I do like Katara. How many non-creature spells do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for prowess triggers. I don't know here. This is an interesting pack. We also could just take the Razor Rings, take some removal here. I'm not opposed to that, but it's a little early to... I mean, we are pretty heavy white, but we still don't need to commit. I don't think we're firebending. I think we're more likely to go allies here. And Katara works in a white aggressive deck, which I don't mind. And then here we go. We're getting past some more white cards. So this is the thing about the Shrine. It'll sacrifice to itself, but... we'll still get the trigger. We'll still get the trigger from both of them, right? We'll get the enter the battlefield trigger, and we'll get the activation, the trigger ability trigger from the original Shrine. So 2 Shrines is not that bad, but we really got to focus on some creatures here. I really would not mind playing a mono white deck if we can get like a Gather the White Lotus and go really wide. And yeah, you could see here we're definitely in the right color. We're getting past all the white cards. I know Airbending Lesson is very good, especially with 2 Momos. Airbending Lesson can be very, very good here. Team Avatar is not bad as well. If we can get some flyers. Enter the Avatar State. It's not a bad combat trick. I think we'll take the Airbending Lesson here. It's the best common in the set, arguably. And I think we can wheel one of these 2 white cards. So I think I'd rather take the Airbending Lesson there. And yeah, we'll take an Airbender's Reversal. It's as good as removal is going to get in our deck. Definitely over a Compassionate Healers. We didn't see the White Lotus reinforcements come back, so You know, there might be someone playing green in the deck that's splashing the white there. But, and there is a Gather the White. I mean, this is all we need, right? Stuff like this for a mono white deck. I love this. This is my second time playing the limited format for this set, and I've played a mono blue deck, and now I'm gonna play a mono white deck. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so none of these look like they could be playable, but we do have some lands that we could splash something into. Two Lovers makes us go wide. Don't hate that. Don't need a Yip Yip. North Pole Patrol could help us ramp, but we don't have a white-blue land yet. We're not going to play a double blue spell on our deck. So I think Cave of Two Lovers there is fine. And here a Cat Owl is probably fine. Just a flyer to finish off the games. It's funny, that's the second Lion Turtle that's been passed around the table. No one wants to play Lion Turtle, huh? Alright, and here... Let's see, we could play this as a black... I mean, we do have a black-red land. Not an ally, though, right? We'd rather be playing an ally. Probably a green card is a move. Don't think we're going to be in that. Don't think we're going to be in that. We'll take the Foggy Swamp Enders there. And wow, the Sozin's Comet got passed, huh? No mono red decks being played, huh? We'll play Wandering Musicians. I almost would rather play the Iguana Parrot, but I don't want to make our deck quality worse. I'd rather just pick the Musicians. And here we get another Destined Confrontation. I don't know if we'll be going to be playing two of those. And then we get the Avatar State passed. Love to see that. Great, we'll take... we need 2 drops, desperately, regardless of quality. And now let's see what we get here. Vengeful Villagers. 4 mana, whenever this creature attacks, choose target creature an opponent controls, tap it, then you may sacrifice an artifact or creature. If you do, put a stun counter on it. Honestly, I'd rather take the Poxbearers. I think we just need 2 drops right now. We need to be able to start curving out into a Southern Air Temple. We need 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. And our 3 drops are not looking great either. We have Katara and Sokka. Flavor Wind, whoops. Did not want to leave the table. But I think we need more 2 and 3 drops to curve out into our temples. I think that's kind of what this deck wants to do here. Both of the Ascension cards in this pack. That's fun. Yeah, I think we'll happily take a Pretending Poxbearers here. Now, no, that needs a die trigger, so we can't airbend the Poxbearers. Secret of Bloodbending. If I was mono blue, I'd love to try this on Arena. Once again, go check out my pre-release. We played a mono blue waterbending deck, and we had Secret of Bloodbending as our bomb, and it went well. It went well. Kyoshi Warriors, really good common. We'll happily take a Kyoshi Warriors here. It goes wide. It does what we do. Earth Kingdom Protectors is great here as well. Hopefully we get the Zhong Deserters, not actual Zhong, who is here. Not the titular Deserter, but Kingdom Protectors is really good here. Giving the creature indestructible. And I think our Legend of Yangchen could really work well in this deck. Great. An Aang is awesome. When Aang enters, airbend 1 permanent. Whenever you cast a lesson, Aang gains lifelink. Invasion Reinforcements is really good, though. Unfortunately, I think we need... I would rather go wide. This deck needs to go wide. And Invasion Reinforcements is the perfect 2-drop for that. So we're going to end up going with that. Here, Curious Farm Animals is not great. Well, we could play Kyoshi, but for an extra trigger, but this is better like in a 5-color ally deck, you know, 5-color Aang deck. Not really sure our deck wants to play that. Glider Kids is a fine 3-drop 2 in the air to get you across the finish line. Curious Farm Animals could save us against an Aang's Iceberg. I'm not sure there's too much enchantment removal needed, but it is a 1-drop, right? We do want to be playing 1-drops. Oh my gosh. Another Legend of Yangchen? That's insane. We got past a mythic white card, pack 3, pick 6, and I might have to pass it. Because I don't know if we need 2 of these. I mean, the Invasion Reinforcements is such a good card. And to have 2 of them on this deck is amazing. Even the Kyoshi Warriors is so good. But man, we really have a nuts. Oh my gosh. That's a snap pick right there. And a great Zhong's Assertor is great there. Putting a Momo, a counter on a Momo is great there. Razor Ring, we probably need maybe just like a little bit more removal. I think we can go wide enough now. Sure, a second Razor Ring is not bad. And there's the Zhong's Assertor. How many playables do we have? We definitely have enough playables. So maybe the land is better to cast a Cave of Two Lovers if we need that. We're going to take the land there. And we definitely don't need a second farm animals, but we'll take it. Board coupon. And we might have a really good deck. Oh my gosh, someone picked the land and let us take a Kyoshi Warriors last pick. Wow. That is a really good draft. I mean, we are playing mono white for our first draft, and I'm really excited. All right, so we have our deck, and these are the cuts I made. I think my biggest concern right now is that we don't have enough creatures. Also, I'm reading Legend of Yangchen, and I'm worried this card is actually not good. But I think I'm reading it wrong. So it says, starting with you, each player chooses up to 1 permanent with mana value 3 or greater from among permanents your opponents control. Exile those permanents. So it starts with me. I choose something on my opponent's side, and I say I'm exiling that. That's 3 mana or more. And then this is where I'm confused. Then do they get to do that to me? I don't think so, because it has to exclusively be from one of my opponents, the person that casted the Legend of Yangchen. So obviously this is a commander card where everyone gets to exile something except not from your board. It's a great commander card. I just hope that is the way that it works, because then essentially this is there used to be an old saga like this, I think from Theros maybe, Beyond Death, where it was just, I don't remember, but yeah, 5 mana, exile something, and then very commander card. You may have target opponent draw 3 cards. If you do, draw 3 cards. I don't know how often we'll be choosing that option. You're still down a card there, right? I mean, I guess if you're exiling one of their creatures, you end up breaking even. Drawing 3 cards is sweet. We'll do that absolutely when we need it, but if we're already ahead, there's no reason to give them fuel there. And then obviously we get to transform it, and a 4/5 flyer that airbends anytime we cast a second spell is pretty good. Which is maybe why you would want to draw the 3 cards, right? You're trying to build up your hand to exile or airbender stuff. I settled on cutting the 3 mana combat trick, which is not what we're looking for. I cut our second Destined Confrontation. I'm not even sure if 1 is the right answer. We'll find out. Maybe we'll make more cuts later. I cut the Wandering Musicians. Same thing, just a little bit too slow. Same thing with the Cat Owl, just a little bit too slow. We have some really good stuff on the 2 drops. Not crazy stuff, but I mean, double Invasion Reinforcements, double Momos. We can't play both of them, obviously, but, Earth Kingdom Protectors. Asaka on 3. Like, what I really want to be doing on turn 4 is casting my Kyoshi Warriors or my Southern Air Temple. Or even slow rolling it into the Gather the White Lotus and then Southern Air Temple. We're just trying to go as wide as quickly as possible to then finish it off with the Southern Air Temple. Which is why maybe Destined Confrontation is not a good card in this deck. But my thought process is, if we cast this when we have 4 1/1s, I think keeping our 4 1/1s and then they just keep, their best creature, I think we kind of win that deal there. So we'll see. We don't have too many options to really go aggro on this deck. Like, we can cut some instant and sorceries, but then our creature quality is not great, right? Where we can add, these curious farm animals that won't do much. A Cat Owl is a good finisher, but it's a little bit slow. Wandering Musicians could be good, right? Obviously, if we're going wide. I'm actually thinking about it now, and going wide and then having this attack that, is pretty good. So maybe we'll... We'll remove our Razor Rings for the Wandering Musicians, actually, because I do think, you know, we're playing mono white, so we're always gonna get 5 allies on this, and having the Wandering Musicians pump 5 of those tokens into 2 1/1s, or 5 2/1s is gonna be really good. So, anyways, yep, mono white Lotus. Let's play. Let's get into our games. 2 planes with an invasion reinforcement is probably good enough for me to keep. Did not see if we were on the play or on the draw. We were on the play. Great. A Momo here would have been great. Right, little Momo? I'll give you a little peach when you get up. Alright, there it is. And we're going to pass right away. And we'll probably trade the 1/1 ally for the Earth Kingdom Protectors. We want to keep the actual card around because we can airbend this for value. Great. We'll go ahead and do this. You got to get rid of the Earth Kingdom Protectors at some point. So the earlier you can do that, the better. Because if not, it'll just protect something better later in the game. I will get to play Kyoshi Warriors on 4 here. Ah, yes. Let's see what it does here. If it double blocks. It doesn't double block. Don't want to waste a card on a token here. So I think we'll just, you know, bravo opponent. Well played. I think we'll save our removal spells for, yeah, something like a Glider Kids. Assuming we have the opportunity to play them at some point. See, this is why Destined Confrontation is just not good. Because if I play this next turn, right, like, if it's the same exact board state, everyone keeps everything. But playing this now is nice. If they play, like, a big 4-drop, we could get rid of it. Ideally, they don't play a 1/1 here. That would be worst case scenario because a 1/1 would stay. With a 1/1, they would keep everything on the board, similar to us. And we do have to take 2 more here, but next few turns we'll be able to get rid of it. Okay, there we go. So this does work for us because we can go Destined Confrontation, and I'm assuming they're gonna want to keep their 4/4, so we get to get rid of both of their. You know, actually, if they were smart, they would just yeah, get rid of the Earthbended creature there. This is a smart thing to do. We'll have to take 2 more in the air, but eventually we'll be able to block those pesky Glider Kids. And yeah, probably worth getting this. I kind of regret we got past 2 White Lotus reinforcements, and I kind of regret not taking either of those. But here we'll be able to remove 2 of their creatures on their next swing. We could have been able to airbend here, airbend our Kyoshi Warriors. Sag. But I think maybe the removal is more important. Hopefully they swing with everything. If they swing with the White Lotus reinforcements, that's going to be really good for us here. Wow, that is surprising. They do keep white mana up, so I'm not sure I want to burn 2 spells if they have something to. We could go 2 for 2. I'm not opposed to it. Nice, great. That is really good for us there. Probably not smart to target the Kyoshi Warriors. Razor Rings. Good time as ever. 4 life there matters. glad they didn't double up on White Lotus. Then it would have been hard to get rid of it with Razor Rings later in the game. But with an extra mana, we could get rid of it with the Yangchen here. We'll take 6 damage here. Just one more Plains and the rest of our deck is activated. We top out at 5 mana, so that 5th Plains is going to be pretty good for us there. And there it is. Great. And we're going to find out how this works. No white mana. They could filter it, I guess. So they could have their own enter the Avatar state. It's the only choice I can make. And great, it looks like they don't get to do that back to me, which is what I wanted to see. That's really good here. And you can see this is where it gets tricky, right? I don't really want my opponent to draw 3 cards. Do I want to draw 3 cards? Yes, I do. But I mean, they are tapped out. Honestly, we benefit more from that than they do. And now they're not tapped out. Okay. I really don't know what the right answer is here. But I would really like to see some of our good stuff there, like a shrine is what I wanted to see. Especially with 6 mana, we can still keep Razor Rings up. And we're not dead on board. They will get to draw a lot of cards, but we're not dead on board. And we always have a Teferi's Protection. If we need it. And a Razor Ring as well. And then we have our 4/5 flyer coming in. I did forget about Path to Redemption. So Curious Farm Animals could work well there. Unfortunately, they have removal for the Yangchen, I just realized, which is really unfortunate. If they were smart, do you need to tap this? No. If they were smart, they would just attack first and then remove the Yangchen. Not sure why they did not do that. There's a Death Touch. Well, that'll stop the Yangchen. If they don't want to remove it with the Arm Animals, they can get rid of both my, you know, they got the choice. Maybe it would have been nice to keep up the Fairy's protection before casting, like Southern, I don't know. We'll see. This is going to be close. We're at 4 life now, so things are getting tight for sure. And them going to 10 is huge, definitely. And we still have 1 Razor Rings, which is nice. Another land is not what we want to see. But we do have to keep playing our lands for whenever we get our... Gather the White Lotus. We do still have a Gather the White Lotus and another Southern Air Temple with our Bard, our Wandering Musicians, which is enough to get us there if we can stay alive. Draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. Draw 2. Could be worse for us. This is where I really regret giving them 3 cards. We'll see how they attack here. They don't. Keep playing planes and passing. This is rough for us here. 5 mana Manland is coming our way. Trample and Hexproof might end the game in a few turns. I mean, I think the hope would just be... And there's a Rumble Arena coming our way, huh? We gotta block. It's not the right time to use our Teferi's Protection, I don't think. I think we just gotta chump this. We'll let the damage go through first. Oh, no, 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 no. We need to do this now because it's target attacking or blocking creature. Almost a big blunder there. Second time we've killed Rumble Arena, by the way. Luckily, Kyoshi does not earthbend anymore when she turns to the creature side. It's actually important to get rid of that earthbended land before... Ouch. Before it had trample. Well, there's the Wandering Musicians. And we might have to cast Teferi's Protection this turn. Because I don't know if we have a way to stay alive without that. Phasing out might delete the Path to Redemption, come to think about it, which would be nice. Let's see if the Alpha Strike. Yeah, there's the Alpha Strike. Do this now. Now, I was hoping the Path to Redemption would fall off. But I guess it's not, you know, it's not bouncing things. It just... Phasing out is a weird mechanic. Here they have to earthbend one of their own things, which is, I guess they could recast it. They got enough mana. Yeah, you know what? Opponent had the better deck than us. We didn't curve out the way we wanted to, and they had the better removal. Now, you know, I guess we could have had a chance with some different draws here. So we're going to get to see this interaction here, where we should get the double triggers. Right, imagine that with a ton of allies from Gather the White Lotus and the buffs from Wandering Musicians. In a scenario where they didn't have enough creatures to play and they're tapped out, we actually would have won that here. We would have been presenting lethal. So that's unfortunate that we lose. And we'll say good game and we'll go to our next one. Turn 1 Momo on to play, we'll keep. If we didn't have 5 mana cards, I would consider oh, another Momo, that's funny. When they kill this Momo, they're gonna be upset. I'd consider going down to 16 lands, but I think because of where we're at on our curve, we kind of have to keep the 17 lands there. And like I said, I think I would play more creatures if our creature quality was a little higher, but it's just not. We'll get to play Kyoshi Warriors here. Opponent not doing much of anything, which is nice. The Realm of Ko is a good land, isn't it? Yeah, it's a great land. Interesting choice here. I'm not sure why they would play Bender's Water Skin, right? I mean, this is good in a water bending deck. And, like, you know, if you're trying to sneak in another color, but I mean, they look like they're playing just some regular stuff here. Bad time for Razor Rings there. But Razor Rings does kill Hakoda on a block circumstance, so we'll swing with all here. We'll offer the Kyoshi trade. We could actually still save Kyoshi, actually. The Kyoshi Warriors. With an Enter the Avatar state. And nothing from them, which is fine with me. We are on the play and we're the aggressive deck, so if they don't want to attack or block, that is okay. You know, we could do some shenanigans. Now, Destined Confrontation is kind of bad now with this much. power on the board. There's a scenario where I don't play the healers, play the confrontation to have Momo trigger and then play my next Momo, but that's just card disadvantage on our own end. No reason for that. Cat Owl there is a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But same thing, it still dies to Razor Rings. We could kill Hakoda. Definitely thinking about it. We're 2 for 1-ing ourselves, though. Let's see, before damage, let's see if they'll sack the Hakoda. Don't think they will. Because you know what, I don't mind putting the counter on Kyoshi here, so that we can get through the Cat Owl, yeah. And then we get to play a land, and we still get to play Momo. And we're so back. We're so back. And now we're looking good, because in an instance if they can remove, wow, a second Realm of Ko. Now if they remove the Kyoshi Warriors, we can get rid of some of their stuff. Okay, now we get rid of 2 3/3s, right? Okay, check out this interaction, everyone. Oh, it sacrifices, not destroys. I was thinking about enter the Avatar Say on the Kyoshi to protect them. Let's see, they would need to double block. Are there any good double blocks for them? Yeah, there are. There are some good double blocks for them. And this only stuns if you sacrifice your own things, correct? Yeah, and they don't have much of that. Once they start making 1/1 spirits, the Vengeful Villagers will be pretty good, but not right now. Would it be insane? I don't think this is insane. I'm going to keep the Kyoshi Warriors, and they're going to have to sacrifice 2 of their 3/3s. And we still get a counter on Kyoshi. Let's see what they do here. And we're just so far ahead on life here. Because we could even give our Kyoshi Warriors flying for lethal. The Cat Owl gives itself pseudo-vigilance, so okay, lifelink could be bad for us. Keep playing our planes, just in case. Oh, with 1 in hand, we don't need to. Double block here, huh? No, even better. It's a little weird, but trust me on this. We do this pre-combat, because then they have to chump block with the Cat Owl. Assuming they don't have a removal spell, we get blown out with a removal spell, of course, but they got 1 card in hand, we kind of just have to do this. Great. And, because then we want to be isolated one-on-one with the Foggy Swamp Hunters there. And we'll be able to play this on their end step, and if we get even just 1 pump spell via a Southern Air Temple, we will be able to get through for lethal. So much better second game here. First strike. Can't block that anyways, because it's they only operate in the Spirit Realm. That's the flavor. Here they could double block, but we end up 2 for 1-ing them. with lethal threats on the board for the turn after. And even better, we'll just play our Earth Kingdom Protectors, and they have no good blocks. They have no reason to double block if that's the case. So we're definitely swinging with this. I don't think there is a point in swinging with our 1/1s. So I think we'll just do a solo swing here. They're not quite top decking yet, but Protectors is great. They have a long way to go to kill me with the Realm of Ko, and our Protectors offers an out in case they have removal for Kyoshi Warriors, which I don't think they will. There we go, and that's our first one. Great. Still no Gather the White Lotus, man. I'm waiting for that Gather the White Lotus. Slam. Boom. Make 5 1/1s. Minimum. And we do have it in hand. It's great. I mean, stop. If we can draw a... Well, we're on the draw. If we can draw a 1-drop, this hand could be really good, right? A scenario where we draw our 1-drop and our 3-drop, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be hard to beat. Oh, my goodness. Alright, well, we need to draw our lands as well for this to be actually good. But this has some potential. Okay, we did draw our land. No point in putting the counter on the Kingdom Protectors. It can't get through, and eventually we'll have to sacrifice it. Messenger Hawk, not a bad common. I've seen that card do work. 3-drop, please. Oh my goodness. We are doing the thing. And they double block here. Do I want to lose my Zhongzhong's Deserter? No. We're on the draw here. I think we hold until we can really pop off, you know? We don't mind holding for applause. No, I'm kidding. We don't mind holding for a Southern Air Temple. Even a second. Just imagine how good the first Gather the White Lotus is. Imagine the second one after you've casted the first one. I mean, what more can you ask for? Attack first. I think if they have removal for either of our cards, we will... Great. It's tempting to... It's tempting to keep the mana up for Enter the Avatar State, but we have a great out in Earth Kingdom Protectors if they have removal while we're tapped out. And I think I want to slow play the Southern Air Temple. We're going to get so much value out of it if we can cast it after we've gathered the White Lotuses. It's not bad, huh? It's not a bad 5-drop. No swings, huh? They want to block. Yeah, I get it. Block this. Don't need more lands. Gladly take a Teferi's Protection. How much do they need to kill Sokka? Not a lot, huh? They could just double block to kill Sokka. And Sokka doesn't kill anything on their board. Unless we swing with the Wandering Musicians, then we have some trades, right? But why do that when we can just wait a turn and put a counter on everything? We're about to put 5, 9. We're about to put 9 power on the board. While keeping up our Enter the Avatar State. I mean, it's going to look real good. It's going to look real good. Canyon Crawler is good. It's a good answer to what we're showing here. But this feels good. This is what we intended when we made this deck. Okay, Canyon Crawler is a problem. Canyon Crawler is a problem. I think we continue holding tight. We continue holding tight. I think we win the long game. We have more Gather the White Lotus on the way. We have more Southern Air Temples on the way. Whenever another creature you control or land you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on a target creature you control. If they start swinging with the Messenger Hawk, we always could enter the Avatar state to give one of our creatures flying. But I'm glad we didn't have to do that. Ouch. Destined Confrontation. If things go bad for us, we could... Actually, if we get to 7 mana, we have kind of an insane play. We're at 5 right now, huh? We could Ink Shelter, Destined Confrontation. I believe that interaction should work. Because everything is phased out, we have nothing to sacrifice. But we'll hang tight. We'll hang tight. In that instance, though, they could keep Long Fang and sacrifice everything else and get a really big Long Fang. Fellas, when your Long Fang is big, am I right? But I think we're pretty well set up here. We have a lot of interaction to deal with anything they're doing. And they're finally putting pressure on. It's worth the Razor Ring. Let's go to damage first. Let's see what they have for this. If in fact they have anything. A mistake would be to put it on the Canyon Crawler. Let's see if that's what they do. Yeah. Sign of an intelligent player there, chat. Ah, Ning's Reversal is great there. More interaction. Would love to start drawing cards with the Sokka, but it just... With that Canyon Crawler there, there is not much we can do. Airbend a creature. No creature we want to airbend, unfortunately. If it was a permanent, we'd think about it. I mean, this is a slow game, right? For our board seat that we have, it's a pretty slow game. Zuko's Conviction, huh? Return target creature card to the battlefield if it was kicked. Go ahead, buddy. We could airbend. Oh no, it's gotta be our own creature. Wow, sacrificing the clue now is kind of crazy when you have a Messenger Hawk. A 1/2 Messenger Hawk doesn't scare me anymore, now that it lost a counter. And they have no way to draw a second card. Guess I'm just kind of waiting for an opportunity where they swing with the Canyon Crawler. Targeted removal would be great, but that's too much to ask for in this deck, isn't it? Just gotta remain patient. We win the long game. There's the Swamp Snare Trap. So much interaction we could do, huh? I mean, we will take the removal there. Sacrifice it. Sokka Indestructible. We'll take the 1-for-1 there. We got rid of a removal on their hand. That's what Earth Kingdom Protectors is here for. There is a second Gather the White Lotus. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I almost wonder if an Alpha Swing is worth it here. And then we can just use Enter the Avatar State on whatever they block with the Canyon Crawler. I don't hate that plan. Let's do that. Let's start putting some pressure on. Especially with the Wandering Musicians. I mean, it's going to do so much work. And a land is exactly what we're looking for there. Because everything else, unless they're going to trade with the or not trade with, if they're going to get rid of some tokens. Yeah, that's okay with me. That's okay with me here. We're going to get to replenish our tokens. And if we trade, I don't mind shrinking the board here. Shrinking the board is good for us. And if I'm being completely honest, okay, so the Wandering Musicians is getting hit with the Canyon Crawler. And then we are taking Longfeng. That's a great trade for one of our 1/1 tokens. Getting rid of a Compassionate Healers. Great. And they're freaking out. They're running out of time. They're running out of time. I'm not even sure if it's worth using the, like, protecting the Wandering Musicians here. I mean, it pumps up so well. And the life gain is not to be scoffed at here. It gives indestructible, doesn't it? Oh, I am an idiot. When did I think that this would get indestructible? I have always, it's the hexproof, huh? Wow, what a misplay there. First day on the set. Don't mind me. Well, that's awkward, huh? I guess we'll take the life link. Does get to make something grow, huh? Yeah, this will just... I mean, right, the worst thing that could happen... See, this is where I'm getting a little spooked, because, if they have a board wipe in their deck, they top deck it, we want to be able to phase our things out. If we're presenting lethal as it is, I don't think we get overzealous here. I think we just pass the turn. They're at 3 health. They do have a food token, but we have to be able to protect our stuff in case of an emergency. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Oh, and actually, without our Wandering Musicians, we're not presenting lethal anymore. But we're in a position now where our Destined Confrontation is really good, because we can do this and then follow it with a Gather the White Lotus. Yeah, Vigilance there is a bummer. Although we do have a reversal in hand. They might have snuffed that out. Wolfbats, yeah. Smart on them for not blocking there. There's Deadly Precision, huh? How do we feel about this? I think I'm okay with this. Because it just makes our Destined Confrontation a little bit better. We actually have the 7 mana now, don't we? Okay, so you keep the Canyon Crawler and you die? Because you don't have the mana to crack your food token. So that's GG. No, it's not GG. You go down to 1. And this is whenever you draw your second card. And they're top decking, so that's not likely. Wow, they kept the Earth Kingdom Soldier. I guess the vigilance means more to them, doesn't it? Is it worth putting them to 1? Yes, I think it is. It's also more likely now that they'll swing with the Kingdom Soldier, and if they do... Okay, create a clue token, so they're actually gonna get the Wolf Bat back. That's a little frustrating. Let's see if they're smart enough to crack it now. This is really good for them. That's great for us. We needed that. And they miss out on the Wolfbat coming back. That's a mistake. And we play our planes first to get 8 1/1s. Sorry. Always have a backup plan. Airbending lesson is perfect. Because we get to put the air temple back in lands, am I right? Rushing ahead serves you right. Something like that. Alright, so they get to get the Wolfbat back. Lands, am I right? Sorry, nature calls. Alright, deck is looking good. We go to our next game. Oh, man. Good cards, no lands. Unfortunately, we cannot keep. And here we have also good spells and enough lands. And we'll probably bin a land here, since we have a 1 and a 2 drop. With a 4 drop and a 5 drop, keeping a 3rd land is probably not the worst idea. But maybe this is better. We know if we cast our Gather the White Lotus and make 5 1/1s, it's going to put us in a really good space. That'll catch us up more than the Wandering Musicians will be. And we have no way to get that back, so that's gone. We're not going to see that in this game. Which is it's a really good card in what we're doing as well. But I do love what we're doing here. Having 2 of Invasion of Reinforcements is really awesome. Oh, that was a mistake. I clicked way too fast. We just missed out on 2 more damage there. That's very unfortunate. Very distracted there. Trying to commentate through the game. And if they have some sort of counterspell here, we're really going to regret this. We could slow play it. They could have Eloquentia. Are we playing around Eloquentia? I guess we are. Not. If they quench it, hopefully we top deck a Kyoshi Warriors. That would be our best. Yep, there it is. So we would have got that countered anyways on turn 2. We could have airbended the Momo playback, but with no creatures on the board, it's that's annoying. That is a Momo answer. First time flyer might be a good card, huh? Okay, do they have a second Eloquentia? We're gonna find out. Wow, they do. It's okay, they never suspect the second Gather the White Lotus. I gotta give it to them. 2 quenches. I was playing 2 in my sealed deck at my pre-release. But not by choice. That's because I was playing a mono blue deck and I needed more playables. So I gotta give it to them. 2 quenches. I did know about it. I guess there's a world where maybe I'm more careful. Airbending the ally, it's not bad. Because we can draw into another removal spell. We got plenty of interaction. Nope, drawing into a Kyoshi's not bad either. Brother. This guy stinks, man. This guy stinks. We're keeping up, though. We're keeping up. And we might just trade Momo here for an ally to make our Kyoshi Warriors a 4-4. Because a 4-4 is really good on this board. Or it would have been before Earth Kingdom Soldier. This white-green deck is not looking bad. We might lose here, and that's this would be the second time we've lost to this deck. Wow, this is smart. Are we trading here? Thinking about a double block here where we enter the Avatar State Kyoshi. No, this does not gain indestructible, remember. It only gains for a strike. Is that insane? That might be insane. But we can't take 10. Razor Rings, perfect. Just what I was looking for. Keep our blockers back. Opponent is playing 3 colors on, doing it pretty well. I guess he's playing this as white. Target creature with power 4 or greater. Wrong. And now you have no attacks this turn. Unfortunately, we don't get the lifelink, which would have been really good. But I think it was important to keep that alive. Yangchen is great here. And this time, I think I will not give my opponent 3 cards, especially as we're behind. We're trying to stabilize here. Unfortunately, we can't get rid of the first time flyer. I think that's what I would honestly want to get rid of. I would hate... If this got airbended, I'm really going to regret it. They are playing white. But getting rid of one of the 4/4s is probably the right answer. Let's see if he gets rid of something else on his own board. Maybe he doesn't know how the card works. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? I believe that's how the card reads now. I understand the card now. Ironically, like, that player also gets their own choice of exiling one of their own things. So I guess against a really silly opponent, they could get rid of 2 of their things. Alright, let's see what they discard here. Yep, a land. Oh, they get to airbend something, huh? Not airbending the ally is a huge mistake unless they see some sort of lethal. I mean, we have bad blocks, but they don't have, like, lethal, right? If we trade here and block here, they're hitting us for 5. That's totally okay with me. And a food token, I think, goes hard here. Decline. And Airbender Kyoshi Warriors will do a lot on this board. And Razor Ring, we have double. We're looking good here. We're looking real good here to stabilize. +1/+1 is bad. But not bad enough. Yangchen can handle most of the things once she flips. Check this out, everyone. Welcome to Magic the Gathering. Double block. Razor Rings. With a little bit of gain life, by the way. Don't mind me. Shoot, we lose. Oh no. Oh no. We almost had it. We almost had it. We almost had it. So close. Really close to stabilizing there. The spell that I cut from my own deck beat us. Alright. 2 wins, 2 losses. We have one more chance. This deck is way better than how it's performing. I would hate to not get at least 4 or 5 wins, man. But let's see. Really can't believe they had the answer in that last game. We had that figured out. We were going to wipe the board and flip our saga there. We did mulligan, though. You know, that's the best way to lose a game is to mulligan. I love this curve out here. No 1 drop, but we do have a good 2 drop and a good 4 drop. They did quench 2 good spells as well. So the opponent had the perfect answer at every opportunity. Don't really like to blame luck in Magic the Gathering because I knew they could have a quench. I knew they could have 2 quenches, and I decided to not play around them. Sometimes you just gotta make them have it. Look, right now, opponent could have had a quench. Pass and go. Airbending our own invasion reinforcements is not a bad idea, is it? Opponent doing a whole lot of nothing right now. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I am going to choose not to. We want to build out the board, which is why I was thinking about it. An extra body for the Southern Air Temple would have been nice. Land here would be nice as well. We get to maybe go land Momo Temple. Another Kyoshi Warriors. They're going to need a board wipe for what we're doing here, is all I'm going to say. Because this Air Temple is about to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power onto the board. 7 if I have an extra land here. Unironic. 6, 7. Don't even mean to bring attention to it. Oh, second Air Temple, that was nice. Lost days. Nope. No clue token for you, no lost days for you. Wow. And we get to go Momo and also keep our reversal up. It's tempting to airbend Momo. But I don't want to be over greedy. I think just 1 Air Temple here will win the game. We might be, depending on what they play, we might be just swinging for some pretty good value here. We didn't even read this card, if I'm being honest. Whenever this enters or attacks, exile a card from a graveyard. If a creature is exiled this way, create a clue. Whenever you draw your second card, drain for 1. Draw 3, and then discard a card, unless you waterbend 2. Drawing 3 cards is not going to win you the game, buddy. Hate to break it to you. I think we win here. And actually, Airbending Momo is not a bad play. Because we get his 1 power back via a counter. Okay, are we swinging for lethal here? Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm glad. I'm glad they didn't make me do math. I love that's a quick game, and I love it. That's what this deck should look like. On to the next game. I will not let this deck lose back-to-back games. And I will not let this deck lose even one more game. We're going to get to the final boss here. 2/1 drops with a reversal and a Teferi's Protection. Could be scary. Would like to see some of our top-end stuff. But 1 drops on the play. Our little flyer. Hard to pass that up. I think we get a reversal here. They're playing blue. Don't think I have a reason to airbend my Momo. Unless they play like a... Yeah, nothing there. Great. Take your little air fan. Can your little fan get up and block Momo? I don't think so. Alright, we have our 5th plane. Like to see that. Would love to get some of our top end stuff here. They have some sort of removal for Momo. Oh. Playing Azorius Flyers, huh? The next thing I was going to say was if we get a Southern Air Temple, I will definitely play it. Because a 2/2 flyer is pretty good. Although it seems like they're playing flyers themselves. Little Pai Show token. I love that. Now a second Southern Air Temple, I am less inclined to play. Because it does feel bad playing it on this board. Although a 3/3 would get our... I think I'm gonna slow roll the second Air Temple. I would hate to play this and then have Momo be removed. Yep, this is why we are doing this. Alright, so now we have our 3/3 anyways. Which will be very good if they miss another land drop. So we're swinging for 4 every turn. And we still have a Teferi's Protection if they have any shenanigans. We're gonna continue to slow roll the second temple. Double Vigilance, broken ability by the way. Flying Vigilance, that's a cheat code. Just let them know I have interaction. Interesting. I mean, is this the right time for this? He's so behind that I think it's worth it. We still get to invasion reinforcements at the end of his turn. Alright, there's the 4th land. Ouch. Let's see if he swings. Maybe he won't... Everyone be quiet. Maybe he won't notice the big shield around my face. The Moon Spirit. Ouch. That 4th land was really holding back, huh? Wait, do I not get to tap my lands? I actually don't know how to... Oh, I don't think I do. They don't exist. Alright, love this. Love this. He did swing. That's really funny. Six lands is perfect because we get to go land, invasion reinforcements, Southern Air Temple, your go. And pretending Pox Bears might be a little late. I think we actually bottomed the Pox Bears there. We have some good top end stuff that we would rather get. Our turns are not our turn 6, but whatever turn's about to be is going to be really explosive here. And our Yangchen can get rid of the UA, which is a problem, definitely a problem. Especially with Vigilance. Once Flying Vigilance cheat code? Who's printing these cards, man? Waterbend fan, you may cast a non-creature without paying its mana cost. Okay. And it's about to be a 5/5. Ouch. It's a 4/4 because of the Air Nomad Legacy. Wow, that is an interesting choice, to say the least. Although, might want to think about sacking Momo soon and making the Earth Kingdom Protectors putting a counter on it. It's going to start to get really big. Well, 5/5 is really big already. They could double block, but that's worth the trade if they want to double block. I would not mind taking their UA in a double block scenario. And then, is it worth, geez, is it worth offering one of these guys? I think so. Let's go all attack and hold Momo back. Go ahead, opponent. That's 20 damage coming your way. Welcome to Mono White, Southern Air Temple, Gather the White Lotus. Yeah, they're going to get greedy with it. I don't know if that's going to work for them. 1 white mana. Don't think they have anything hiding up their sleeve. That's going to put you in a bad spot for your next turn. Hopefully we see a concede here. Even their own Gather the White Lotus, 3/1/1s might not get the job done here. They're going to need some bodies. The bodies are going to need to hit the floor if they want to stay alive. This is a really fun deck. I guess I'm on a speed run to see how well all the monocolored decks perform. But Mono White is doing its thing. It's got its limitations, of course, because it's a monocolored deck. But it is doing its thing. Here we just send them all. Don't think there's good blocks for them. I think that's GG. They don't even have 3 mana up for their own Teferi's Protection. Go Momo, go Momo, go! Go Momo, go Momo, go! Have a peach, buddy. You earned it. Alright, we're alive! We're alive! We are alive. How are we doing here? I think that was our 4th win, maybe? 4th win. We go on to the next one. 2 really good games back to back. 3. This is exactly sort of the thing I want to see here. 1 drop, 2 drop, with enough time to get a 3 drop. Ooh. Let's see if they'll take the trade. Actually, I'm on the... Do I want to offer a trade here? I think for now I do. I think I have better ways to stabilize. And they don't take the trade anyways. Telling you, man. 3 drop would do wonders for me. That's a really good card. It's also a really good card. They never suspect a second Gather the White Lotus, I'm telling you guys. They're not going to trade. Don't even think about it. You're not going to trade. Hopefully we get to blow out their South Pole Voyagers here. And then we just gotta... Ouch. Ouch. They know better. Well, getting rid of a Momo was not the worst thing in the world. The counter does suck, but we got good stuff here. The Yangchen will be able to get rid of the reinforcements, and as soon as we get our 5th land, I mean, we have a really, really insane hand. And I love that they put the counter there. We'll have to take 6 damage here, but we're at 20 health still, and hopefully we're top decking a land here. Oh, it's good to be gangster. Okay, what do we want to do first? I think the earlier we get our 4/5 flyer on the board, probably the better. Hopefully they don't have their like an enter the Avatar state here. Getting our 5/5s out early is good too, though. We can scry. Scrying 2 actually is pretty good on this board. Look for our air temples. A little late for deserters. I do like invasion reinforcements. We'll get to do this one more time. Hopefully start looking for our air temples. Or even our wandering musicians. To target creature and opponent controls. Okay. What you choosing, buddy? Yeah, the 2/2 is fair. I almost would rather keep the Kingdom Protectors for when Yangchen comes onto the board. Alright, when Jet dies. Okay. So we could exile the Jet. I'd rather exile the reinforcements still. It's a pretty good anthem effect. And maybe they'll exile their own Jet. Everyone hold. Hold for applause. Hold for applause. Oh, he did it! Oh, that deserves one of those. Nice. Serves you right for rushing ahead, buddy. Wow, that's unbelievable. I can't believe we did that. Hey, it's a confusing card. I don't blame you, opponent. It's a confusing card. Axel? I'm sorry, Axel. I'm very sorry for what just happened to you. Alright, is a second ally coming? No second ally. Opponent, I think you should save your allies. Momo! We will not be drawing cards. The second stage on this is so bad. It's so Commander, unfortunately. Yeah, let's gather the White Lotus again, why don't we? Would love to find this other air temple. I would love to find both of these. Gonna have a really good next turn, tell you that much. We'll be able to go Momo into Southern Air Temple. And our Yangchen will be nice and juicy. I should have maybe bottomed Sokka. Another Jet. 2 Jets in a deck is actually really good. If he's smart, he'll target the Protectors. Yeah, that is smart. Resolves. Make one of these guys indestructible so we can get a chump block. If they swing, which they don't, of course. Alright, so our Yangchen is vulnerable now. That was really loud. Why is that animation so loud? Momo. Shrine. Airbend, huh? Is it insane to airbend Momo? I don't think it is. He's playing white, red, green, huh? Might not have... I mean, just airbending that doesn't seem that bad. That feels bad to recast after you've already. Okay, buddy. Don't want to play the game? I understand. We do have a pretty good deck. I don't blame you. Faded Firepower, imagine. Not even that could save you. Another jet, a third jet. Dude, I like what this guy is doing. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. See, that's the interaction I was thinking of. Sacrificing your jet to your own jet. Getting the ETB, getting the counters. This would work really well in a Rakdos deck where you get some benefit off of that. But anyways, we get to 5 wins. Let's see if we can get to 6. Don't mind the mono green hat. Turns out the mono white deck is really good in this set. And so is the mono blue one, in sealed at least. I had a good time with it. Once again, go watch that video if you haven't already. Worked a lot harder on it than I did on this one. This one I just click record and I press buttons. It's nice, I love it. The other one I had to legitimately edit. It took me like a whole day to edit that video. But I do it for the love of the game. I do it for the love of the game. Nobody wants to play with me right now, man. The word is out on the street that my mono white Gather the White Lotus deck with 2 Southern Air Temples might be too much for them. The word is out on the street. Great. Don't mind this. We see Momo turn 1. The rest of the hand is not that good, but I do like me a Kyoshi Warriors. Wandering Musicians is kind of mid, but it gets really good if we can Gather the White Lotus and go really wide. We've seen it be really good. And they mulligan, huh? Oh, good thing I had no targets for that, huh? Let me a 2-drop there. If they play their own flyer, I do not mind using this aggressively on a swing. Alright. White blue, look out for It'll Quenchius. I think we'll play the Musician first, actually. Okay, no counter spell. Thank you, Arena. Could lose the Momo here. They're eyeing it. Don't eye my Momo. Yeah, we will Razor Ring that. We're doing enough damage here where the Razor Ring is worth it. And we still keep up Avatar state, which is nice. Love to get rid of a 3/3 flyer. Oh, I love that. Do a lot of that. Good luck finding an answer in your white blue deck for what we're gonna be doing here. Oh, I love this. Love everything about this. This is where Wandering Musicians is really good. 2 planes. Do we mind 1? Do we want 6 mana? With 6 mana, we get to do nothing. So no, we do not want 6 mana. Ooh, yeah. No, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. We'll keep the Musicians and 2 of you. Because guess what? This is still going to be a really good swing. This is why this card is not that good. Even though I have my own copy there. Just take my word on it when I tell you this card is not that good. It's close to lethal there. Yeah, we're going to say no to that. Sorry. And I think there's no harm in playing... They have 4 cards in hand. They could have enough blockers. I think it's just worth going a little bit wider there. I don't think we're going to get punished for playing out our hand here. Yeah. Hi, Momo. Let's see if we were right. If they play a 3rd blocker, that's where we would have regretted it. good, man. It's a good deck. I'm telling you, this deserves to go all the way. This deserves to go all the way. Let's see what's on top. Love it. We made the right play playing the Kyoshi. They would have had enough blockers to see another draw. But not in my land. Not with Santa Claus watching over my left shoulder. Alright. On to the final boss. Alright, final boss time. Against Topo Chico. It's my boy Topo Chico. 4 lands on the draw. With no interaction except the Teferi's protection. I think we mulligan this. This is better. Would love to keep my 2-drop. Would love to keep my removal spell. Am I dropping the 3rd land? I don't think so. I mean, we've seen time and time again this card not be great. And I think we will be okay if we don't see this card this game. Even planes are not that bad. Like every plane that we draw just makes our Gather the White Lotus a little bit better later on. Alright, that's awesome. Alright, looking good. We're looking good. Mulligan is looking fine. Definitely use the Airbender reversal on the glider kits. That's worth it to me. I could definitely get away with an attack here, but I won't, because that would be a really silly way to lose a creature. Not playing the Poxbearer there feels bad, but we gotta get rid of the flyer. Unless they play something insane here. Hopefully they don't play a bigger flyer. Okay, that's fine, because we're gonna do the same thing. And there's our 5th land, which means the rest of our game is kind of smooth from here. There are no bad draws from here. Even lands. There are no bad draws. We could Airbend and then Kyoshi immediately. How's that for a plan? Would not mind. Maybe we'll do one of these. And I think we'll Airbend the Rough Rhino Cavalry on the attack, maybe? Triple block doesn't seem insane either, if I'm being honest. Triple block does not feel insane, right? I don't know. How does everyone feel about this? Are we feeling yikes about this? We get a 1/1 back. A 5/5 is pretty good against our deck. A 5/5 is pretty good against our deck. And if things get ugly, we just Airbend it away. We are trading like 1.5 for 1 here. It's probably a 2 for 1 that we're trading here. Guess I'd love to see them pump it and then we Airbend it away. That would be... Oh, interesting. Your own airbending lesson. If that's all you have, stifling it, it's not a bad idea. It's a resource battle here. I just have so much more faith. I don't mind, because we're left in an identical board state here, and I still get to do this. And every draw we get closer to our Gather the White Lotus, which is why I don't mind sort of losing some card advantage there. Because eventually we're going to hit some really good stuff. I promise you, eventually we're going to hit some really good stuff. 2 lands, we have to play 1 of them. Oh, please, Airbender Kyoshi, I dare you. Yeah, it's the right play. There we go. Play the land first. 8 1/1s. Land in the bottom. Reinforcement on top. The 1/1s are pretty good on this board. My 3/3 is also pretty good on this board. Aang is going to start putting pressure on. So we're going to have to... Man, we're going to have to look for that Southern Air Temple pretty quickly. Yeah, he's looking for some draws here. He has a land in hand. Alright, opponent is top decking, essentially. Oh. He must have something good. Let's say he doesn't trade here. He's going to eat 2 1/1s, and 8 damage will go through. How's an Alpha Strike here? You guys feeling an Alpha Strike? Not really. I don't want to trade the Yuyan Archers for my Kyoshi Warriors. Just thinking here. As soon as these become 2/2s, they become so much better. And I guess we can keep holding out for now. Oh. I know this card is good. Remind me what it does. Create a 2/2 with Firebending whenever a creature you control attacking causes the trigger ability of a creature to trigger. Put a quest counter on this, and if this has 4 or more, you may copy that ability. Okay, actually, in his deck, I don't think that card is as good. The only triggered ability he has currently is this Firebender. Yeah, now we're getting hit for 7 in the air. Okay, never mind, opponent. Alright. Great. Love me some Kyoshi Warriors here. Oh man, I'm still tempted to I'm happy to trade off this warrior for anyone on their side. Wow. Alright. Another Gather the White Lotus would be great. Southern Air Temple would be great. This Scrying, something really underrated is a Scrying 2 on this. The Scrying 2 on this, especially on a mono white deck. 5 1/1 Scry 2 is, man, feels really good. Okay, we're officially racing. Yeah, smart. There we go. This helps out a lot. We have to stay alive. Can they kill us? They can't kill us. I think they only have... seven damage in the air. So if we send all our 2/2s, that's 24 damage. They're gonna have to do some blocks. We're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not right. We're gonna need, because they're only gonna have 2 flyers, so we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers back. This is 8 times 2 is 16, 20, 24 damage. Yeah, good luck with this. Maybe we actually just send 24. There we go. 12 plus 8, that's 20 damage. Just in case they have some weird removal stuff, right? I think I like this. Don't know if I played that right, but I think this will force as many trades as possible. So that we don't... Yeah. Great. Okay, this is more or less what I wanted here. Even if we lose a few of these. Oh. Kind of forgot about that. Also don't think it matters. Also maybe missed lethal. That's why they say math is for blockers, kids. That's why they say that. There's a reason that is a saying. I don't think opponent will be swinging anymore here, right? Yeah, that's okay. Oh, ouch. I am a goofy goober. And I deserve to lose this game. It's twice that I got caught by this card. That is really unfortunate. Oh, I can't believe I did that. I needed to swing with everything. Why didn't I just swing with everything? I robbed this stack of 7 wins. Why was I so nervous, man? What was I thinking? They blocked everything and I left 6 2/2s behind at 11 health. That's 12 damage. And I left the allied reinforcements back. That's 13. I left 13 damage on the table. Scared of the crackback, man. That's why I needed to channel my inner firebender there, man. I needed to not be scared of I needed to be the aggressor, man. I needed to wipe out the air nomads there, man. Alright, well, 6 wins is not bad. We make our draft back in gems. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stick around for more drafts. I got some tokens, so I will be doing one more sealed. We'll be doing one more draft, and then we'll be doing a ton of drafts after that. So thank you so much. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys. That's been Bandit Magic. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.